Let's turn the remains of this roasted lamb leg into this, then into this. A quick, easy weeknight dinner. We're going to call it roast lamb leg stew. So, as you can see, I've already removed all the meat from the bones, and this is what we're left with. As you can see, we've got quite a bit. So I'm just going to set that aside and move on to the veggies. Now, we got our veggies here. We got some scallion, some onions, some red bell pepper, some scotch bonnet, some garlic, and some shallots. So we're just going to chop these up and get those ready for the pot. We're going to chop up our onions here now. And now we're going to move on to the shallots. Just going to chop that up also and get that in there. We're going to move on to our bell peppers now. Chop that up, get that in there also, ready for the pot. Next, we're going to move on to the garlic. I'm going to chop that up, get that in there also. Taking our time. Now we're going to move on to the scallion. Just going to cut that up, get that in there also. Taking our time, of course. Now we got the scotch bonnet. I'm just going to chop that up also. Remember to wash your hands after. You don't want to make the mistake of rubbing your eyes, but that wouldn't be nice. And now, finally, we're going to move on to the thyme. I'm just going to chop that up, get that in there. And there you have it. Our veggies are all chopped up, ready for the pot. Don't that look lovely? I'm just going to set that aside and move on to the meat. And here you go. We've got the meat ready. You're just going to chop that up also. Set that aside. Now, as you can see, I've chopped up the meat. And now, you're just going to set those aside. The meat with the veggies. And move on to the next step. Which is setting the pot on fire. Now that our pot is nice and hot, we're going to dump in our veggies now. To get those all sauteed up. Stirring every minute or so. Let all those veggies release all their juices. Just keep stirring. And now we're going to start adding our spices. We got some all-purpose seasoning here. Some jerk seasoning there. Some turmeric. Some pimento. Some mixed herbs. Some ginger. And we're just going to mix all that in. Incorporating all those spices with the veg. Just continue stirring. You want to keep it moving. Continue moving. And as you can see, we're trying to build a fond at the bottom of the pot there. If you guys don't know what's a fond, that's when the seasoning with the veggies and the juices caramelize at the bottom of the pot, forming a layer, as you can see, of flavor. So we're just going to try to build a fond. And now we're going to dump in our meat to the veggies and the seasoning. Just going to scrape all that in there, dumping in our meat, and stir that in, incorporating the meat with the spices and the veggies, and building a fond also. As you can see, that fond is coming on nicely there, packed with flavor right there. Can you see that? That fond is packed with flavor. So we're just going to continue stirring, mixing it all together. And now we're going to deglaze with some water. What the water will do now is release all that fond from the bottom of the pot, as you can see. And all that flavor is going to go into the meat, into the veggies, into the gravy. I'm going to add a little bit more water here now. Stirring it all up. Adjusting the temperature as we go along. As you can see, the bottom of the pot is nice and clean now. All that fond has been released into the juices, into the meat, into the gravy. We're going to add a bit of ketchup now. Add a little bit more depth into the gravy, into the meat. Just going to stir that in. Bring this up to temperature now. And this looks lovely. Just going to continue stirring. Now we're going to add our beans. This is optional. You don't have to add these beans, but I decided to add some beans today. You can add some carrots if you like, some celery. Some coriander will be nice in this. You make it how you like it, but this is just the base. So I added my beans. I'm going to stir that in. As you can see, guys, there's no need to waste that lamb. Just going to add a little bit more water. Give that a stir. Let it go for a few minutes. You're going to let that reduce down for a few minutes. Stirring as we go along. Now we're just going to cover and let that cook down for a little bit. Also reducing a little bit. As you can see, that's starting to reduce nicely. The gravy is also thickening up. There you go. Just going to cover again. Let it go for a few more minutes. This is what we're looking for. I tasted mine and needed a bit of salt, so I'm going to add a stock cube. And this is the point you want to taste for salt or pepper. You can add that in at this point. Just going to stir that in. And this is what you're looking for. We're just going to cover again. And let that go for a couple more minutes. And this is the final product. Lamb stew. So we're going to set this on a bed of rice. It's time to plate up. Set it on a bed of rice. We're gonna drizzle that all over that rice. You get the veggies, the beans, gravy, the kick from the Scotch bonnet. This is gonna be lovely. No need to throw away that lamb. We're just gonna get that in there. Excuse me a bit. Let me just wipe this off. Sorry about that. Oh, that's better. Oh, there we go. As you can see, there you have it. Roasted lamb leg stew. Quick and easy weeknight dinner. The whole family would enjoy. I hope you guys give it a try. I'll give you guys a close up. The beans with the peppers. We get the salad on the side with the red onions, tomato, lettuce. This looks lovely. I really hope you guys give it a try. So now I'm gonna go in for the official taste. Get some of that beans. Mix that gravy into the rice. The beans, the peppers, the kick from the Scotch bonnet. This was just lovely. You will enjoy this if you try it, which I really hope you do. For a busy weeknight, this will be perfect. Give you guys a close up. There you have it. So give it a try, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you'd like to see any more recipes like this and a lot more, please like, share, and subscribe.